Maya loved snakes, not like pets, but as a scientist obsessed with their secrets. She traveled deep into a forgotten jungle village, chasing rumors of a snake no one had ever seen. The villagers welcomed her with wary eyes and whispered warnings. Around the fire, they spoke of the Soul Eater, a serpent that didn't just bite, it stole souls, leaving only empty shells behind. An old woman warned Maya the snake sheds its skin as a sign, then finds you and takes your soul. Maya dismissed the legend as superstition. She believed in facts, not magic, but the villagers' fear was real, thick as the jungle air. They begged her to avoid the ancient temple, the serpent's home. Their warnings only fueled her curiosity. What if the legend hid a real, undiscovered species? Maya's heart raced at the thought of a discovery that could make her famous. She decided she'd go to the temple at dawn. She'd proved there was nothing to fear, just a snake, nothing more. But as she drifted to sleep, the old woman's words echoed in her mind. A soul-stealing snake? Impossible. Yet she couldn't shake the feeling that something was waiting for her in the jungle. She was determined to find out. She had no idea how wrong she was. How? At sunrise, Maya set out for the temple, villagers watching in silent dread. The jungle path was wild, vines brushing her face, shadows shifting overhead. She felt eyes on her, but saw only tangled green. Dismissing her nerves, she pressed on, until she found it, a snakeskin, impossibly long and shimmering white. It looked freshly shed, almost glowing. Maya examined it, heart pounding. The old woman's warning echoed. The serpent sheds its skin as a sign. Was this just coincidence? She couldn't turn back now. This was proof. A magnificent creature lived here. She carefully folded the skin and moved forward, the sense of being watched intensifying. Pushing through thick vines, she finally saw it, the temple rising from the jungle like a stone monster. Covered in moss and mystery, it waited for her. Maya's curiosity burned brighter than her fear. She stepped closer, determined to uncover the truth. The villagers' stories haunted her, but she pressed on. The serpent's secret was within reach. She entered the temple's shadow. The temple was ancient, its stone walls strangled by roots. The entrance yawned like a mouth, swallowing all light. Maya switched on her flashlight and stepped inside. The silence was heavy, almost expectant. Carvings covered every surface, snakes everywhere, coiled and fanged. But their eyes were human, wide and terrified. Each carving told a story of transformation, people becoming serpents. Maya's skin crawled, but she pressed deeper. The musky reptilian scent grew stronger. In a circular chamber, a shaft of light illuminated a stone platform. She felt the weight of unseen eyes. Her flashlight swept the darkness, and there it was. Coiled in the light, a giant albino cobra, scales white as bone. It watched her, motionless, its red eyes burning. Maya froze, heart hammering. The legend was real. The Soul Eater was real. She was face to face with the serpent of myth, and it was waiting for her. The cobra was enormous, a living statue of ivory. Its hood flared, eyes glowing like embers. Maya couldn't move. She was caught in its gaze. The snake's eyes held an ancient intelligence, piercing her thoughts and fears. The world faded until only the serpent and its burning stare remained. She felt a strange connection, as if the snake saw her ambition, her secret fear of being ordinary. The villagers' warnings rang true. The Soul Eater was no myth. Maya felt her skepticism dissolve, replaced by dread and awe. The cobra's gaze intensified, and she felt her soul lifting, light as air. It wasn't pain, it was release, a transformation. The last thing she saw was the cobra's red eyes welcoming her into darkness. She drifted, floating, pulled into a new form. Her human self faded away. She became something else, powerful, sleek and scaly. The world went black. Maya, the researcher, was gone. Only the serpent remained. Darkness, then a new kind of sight, heat and movement everywhere. She tasted the air, sensed the fear of tiny creatures. On the temple floor lay her old body, empty, a shed skin. She was the cobra now, her soul coiled in white scales. The legend was true, the final shed was of the soul. Power surged through her. She was no longer Maya, but the temple's guardian. Centuries of memory and spirit settled within her. Fear was gone, she was eternal. She left her old body behind, a silent warning. In the village, the sun set as whispers spread. Maya had not returned. The old woman watched the jungle path, sorrowful. They had tried to warn her, but outsiders never listened. Suddenly Maya's body appeared, walking stiffly toward the village. The villagers gasped. Her eyes glowed with a reptilian light. The body had returned, but her soul was gone, shed like old skin. The villagers stared, frozen in fear.